What is up, guys? Wanted to do a quick little 3 to 4 knife review, so we will. So, let's talk about a few knives. So, from first to last, the knives that I've had the longest, my first real nice Balisong was the Tatersong, and it's still one of my faves. It is razor sharp. It's got a stone-washed blade, kitchen knife style, and it is number 299. Just couldn't have gave me 300. Sorry, my fingers are dry because I wear like surgical gloves all day. Anyways, this one is $385, so it's pretty pricey. This is a Talisong, and I love it. It's a big, awkward paddle kind of blade, and beautiful, but it's also had some damages done to it. It's hard to tell, but there is a chip. You really can't see it, but it's there. Another pricey one. This is closer to $300. This one, Bushings. This is a Scorpion. This was $130, I believe. It's got teardrop Damascus. It's a really beautiful knife. For the few, you could see that I do use these things. They don't just sit in a case like most of my other knives do. But from the use that I've gotten out of this, this is really nice. The weight on the handles is very nice. I at first thought it was going to be a lot less weight in the handles and more in the blade, but it's pretty balanced. I mean, they're heavy handles compared to all the missing weight in this, and it's not a super thick blade by any means, but love this. Very good knife, and I think it's just on washers, honestly. Bushings, washers. This one is super heavy. This one has a good weight to it, and when you're comparing these things as far as like handle width, there is a like monumental difference. In my sheath, and I carry, you know, one of the AliExpress like a million made at a time kind of sheath because it gets the job done, and I like the option that I can have this on my belt this way, because the job that I have doesn't love that I have any knives on me. They prefer me to have a, like, you know, a safety razor, a utility blade. But I prefer to have these just in my free time or on break, you know, and just to show them off. You know, I like my hobby. I like to try and get people into, you know, flipping Balisongs. And sorry, I'm just feeling to see if these Zen pins are off at all. Love this knife for obvious reasons. It's just beautiful Damascus. It really is. Trying to give you guys a close-up. My lighting's real weird here. Beautiful. And it's super sharp. It's got a crowned spine on it, and I've never seen a crowned Damascus spine. Even this one doesn't have it. It's not squared off, but it's definitely not rounded off either, you know. This is what I like, because for beginners, you're going to be hitting this with your knuckles a lot. So, guy like me appreciates this. And the scales on here are just magnificent. They have this color, they have blue. I think they have a few more that they're going to be coming out with as well. But this is such a beautiful, and it's my my only other sandwich style Balisong handle set. This is my Kraken clone. Such a good knife, man. But the blade on here is already rusting. You guys can see that. And mind you, these blades are going through a lot different conditions than anybody else in the world because I work with certain chemicals that can cause corrosion, very acidic chemicals. So even if this just sits in my pocket all day, if there's moisture in the air, I'm subject to getting some rust. So there's a few little spots on here, but as you can see, this is not an authentic. This is a clone. That being said, it's still such a, like, oh, can't see it now, but it's a very balanced knife, even as a clone. So another one of my top tiers. Really like this knife, but obviously they don't advertise what kind of steel for the blade because it's super cheap, and that's the most I can say about that. You being little girl babies?
What is that?
This is the last but not least moment here. This is the rep, and I really like this. These are really, really nice handles on here, as you guys can see. The only two gripes that I have with this is these handles are stupid heavy compared to like another burnt handle, and there's a lot more blade here, so maybe that's why they wanted to compensate it. Another is that this is not a crown spine. It's just like 1, 2, 3 flat spots, and then this Tonto edge dip. Otherwise, I mean, for close to $150 for this one from the company, The One, it's a good blade, but I mean, it's not something that I'm super excited that it is so heavy compared to my other ones. But I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? If I were to recommend, I wouldn't recommend getting one of these. If you want a clone, I would say go for it and get one. I would recommend getting a separate blade from Squid Industries, just because if you don't want to spend Squid Industry prices, you're better off just getting one of these and just kind of making your own. If you guys want me to, you know, show some breakdowns of what I'm actually doing with these when I'm making Franken knives, just let me know, comment below. And again, your feedback means everything. The more I hear from you guys, the more I can learn and see what I need to get better at. So criticism, all that, just keep it safe, keep it fun. Love you guys, stay sharp as always. Subscribe if you're not. Like, comment, and share. Hit the bell icon so you get notified anytime that I make a video. Love you guys, stay true, and as always, stay sharp.